Just trying to make sure this is right. What's up, YouTube? My bad. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Savant, the Don. Back at you again with yet another stream. Can't say video because this ain't no video, but what's up, y'all? Um, what y'all got going on? This is the second installment of Motivational Mondays. Who's ready? I'm ready. Been ready for about since I put out the first Motivational Monday. Um, so this Motivational Monday, we're going to be discussing progressing. Progressing is literally everything in this day and age. And when I say everything, I mean in everything, y'all. If you're not, it's kind of like this nowadays. If you not progressing, then oh my fault. If you're not progressing, then I feel like you're like you're going down. You're not if you're not progressing, you're not going up into where you're supposed to be, and I feel like there's a whole bunch of ways to make sure you're progressing and make sure that you stay motivated. So in this live, we're going to be basically talking about progressing in all the ways that you can progress. So I'm gonna start out just by basically saying what my definition of progressing is. So my definition of progressing is kind of basically like, what's up, Brittany? My definition of progressing is basically like, um, just making sure that you have your head up every day. Make sure you got your head up every day. Making sure that you staying positive. Making sure you're not letting negative thoughts, negative comments, anything negative come into your life. Making sure you are motivating yourself because look, self motivation is also important too. What I'm doing now with these motivational Mondays is good, but self motivation is also good too. Like you need to self motivation. I feel like it's a lot more important than me speaking to you, you guys, or you guys rewatching a vid. So I really feel like self motivation is a big part of progressing. If you wake up every single morning and you're like, man, I look good today, or man, my body looks good today, or man, I look better, my skin cleared up, and it's actually, I'm feeling better than yesterday, you are progressing. And just by that little fact of me letting you guys know that that's still progressing is you never know how big that could be for somebody. That could be somebody's, you know, motivation, that to hear that they're still progressing, even if it's complimenting yourself. And that's one big way to progress, is complimenting yourself. Everybody not gonna like how you look. Everybody not gonna like how you talk. Everybody not gonna like how you walk. Everybody gonna not like how you do something. There's always gonna be one person in your life that's just not gonna like something that you're doing. Whether it be you just living your life, whether it be you, you know, doing what I'm doing, whether, you doing YouTube and people talking trash about you, whatever it is, it's always gonna be some people to bring you down. And if as long as you remember that there's always people to bring you down, you also need to go at there's always people there to bring you up. It's all about going up. It's not about how many times you go down. It's not about, none of that extra stuff. It's all about, are you going up? And you making sure you go up is the most important thing. There's a lot of people nowadays, a lot of youth nowadays that will sit there and say, I didn't have any help with this, and that, or, I didn't have that motivation. Well, motivation shouldn't start with motivation shouldn't start from somebody else. You shouldn't have to sit here and sit back and wait for somebody to say, hey, you did good today. Do that tomorrow. Hey, you look good today. Whatever you did today, do it again. You should be able to be like, I did do good today. You feel me? Like, I did hard work at work today. I did put out a good live stream today. I did put on makeup good today. You know, make yourself look good. You make yourself look good. I promise you, nobody else can take, you know, what, nobody can take away your confidence. You build your confidence because me, growing up, like, if you miss this little story, go check the last stream. It'll be below more than likely. But if you basically where I was coming from, like I talked about, I was talked about a lot, and I really didn't focus on my confidence. My confidence was already high, but I kind of messed up in between because I let people bring my confidence down. That's not progressing. Don't let people bring your confidence down because for the longest in my head, they would ask us to, you know, if we could change one thing about ourselves. I would say nothing. In my head, that was back then though. Nowadays, it's a couple things. You know, it just it. Hold on, my phone always does that. It's a couple things that happen, and you know, you just can't. I let people get the best of me. You can't let people get the best of you, and letting people get the best of you ain't just letting people talk about you. Letting people get the best of you could be you letting them push you to the edge and you fighting or anything like that. It doesn't even matter. Like, you progressing in life is the only thing that matters. Progressing in your relationships, whether it be friendship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, progressing in life, job wise, doing what you want to do. Do what you guys want to do. Start early. If you do what you want to do early, then I promise you, you won't have to run into that working at a job just to make ends meet and then barely, you know, barely scraping by, barely having food all the time. You gotta sit here and go buy 30 million packs of ramen noodles and stuff. You know, make sure you guys are doing what you guys love to do. If you guys do what you love to do, like if it's YouTube, if it's make music, if it's play basketball, if it's play football, whatever the case is, do whatever you want to do. Because I promise you, if you do whatever makes you happy, you know, I really feel like nothing could bring you down. Nothing in life can bring you down. Nothing, just nothing. You're gonna go through life all the time. People are gonna say things all the time. It's up to you to decide how are you going to handle that um, negativity. How are you going to handle that negativity in the long run? Are you going to let that negativity bring you down, or are you going to let that negativity be like, you, at least you're looking at my life, you feel me, you're looking at my life and you're obviously seeing something that's threatening you to bring me down. So my thing for you, ignore it, guys. Ignore it. It's gonna get like this whole Vic Mensa situation talking about X, whatever. Ignore it. People just want attention nowadays. That's all it's about. People get attention, then you feel me. Attention leads to other stuff, and you don't want people to get that little bit of extra attention. And that, my bad, y'all, but that little bit of extra attention is all they wanted. I remember when I would get into fights, you know, I would win and stuff, but it's like when I got a little older, I stopped looking at it like, oh, I won. I don't care. Like my mom used to tell me, yeah, you may have won, you may have beat him up, but where is he at? He's sitting at school learning, and I'm at home doing nothing, waiting to get back from a suspension. It's not worth it. Don't feed into the negativity in the comments. Negativity is probably going to be episode 3. We need to get on negativity. I talked about it a lot in this, but we definitely need to target negativity. So I'm saying it right now. Episode 3, negativity is definitely going to be episode 3. Make sure you guys tune in next live stream. I'm only going to take about 10 more minutes of you guys' time, and then I'm going to let y'all go. But progressing. Like I said, progressing has nothing to do with how other people make you feel. If other people make you feel like trash, don't be around them. It's all about your company. Watch the company you keep. If you watch the company you keep and you bring around good people around you, I promise you, it'll be. I promise your life will get better every single day if you have the right people. If you have people who's robbing, stealing, drugging, mugging, all of that, it's not gonna. That's not something you want to be around. You're gonna try to hang out with those people. Excuse me. You're gonna try to hang out with those people, and those people are not gonna be good for. I want to say your health, but honestly, it's the truth. You can't progress in life if you have the people around you bringing you down. If you have the people around you always going to jail. If you have the people around you always trying to use you for money, clout, whatever the case may be, you can't. How you gonna progress and people dragging you back and using you for stuff? It's just not gonna work. So that's one thing. The also up there with number one up progressing that you need to watch out for. Company. Company is everything. Evil corruptions, evil communications corrupt good manners. So if you bring around the evil and you've been doing good, it's gonna corrupt you. Even if a lot of people will say, "Oh, like I remember I was younger, it was always people like, oh, nobody's gonna sit here and peer pressure me to do anything. I'm my own person." Those are the same people that's on drugs and stuff because they were around those people a lot and they really thought it was a joke. That peer pressure that has nothing to do with do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. It has everything to do with, oh, my friends are doing it, I'm gonna do it. Like, that's why I'm saying company is everything. Watch the company you keep. That don't mean be a loner. Like I said in the first live, don't be a loner. Just because nowadays company is just far and few between doesn't mean give up. Show yourself friendly, and you know, but don't just show yourself friendly to everybody because not everybody has your best interests and at all. Not everybody wants to see you make it. Some people want to be your friend just to watch you digress, and that's not. You need to be progressing. Proactive. It's all about being going up. You never want to go down. The whole point of these lives is for us to go up, never down. Um, it's just never down. And I'm really hoping that these live streams are helping you guys because honestly, just talking about this makes me feel so much better because you never know what people are going through. I said this in a YouTube video before, but you never know what people are going through. And you never know what a live stream, even if this live stream gets 13 views, you never know what a live stream can do. A motivational Monday live stream could do for somebody's confidence. Like, you never know. I really feel like any type of words, like when I met Ski Master Slump God, when I was talking to him and I told him that my mom loves him and stuff, and you never know what that could do to somebody. You never know that could be the reason why they don't. The reason why that wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back, and they gave up and killed, ended their life. You never know what a motivational Monday, like live stream that I'm doing, could help. So yeah, it may be little right now, but when we, as a family, when we grow bigger, 1K, 2K, 3K, and these live streams start bringing in more views, and people start really watching the live stream and sharing and stuff and asking questions and whatever the case may be, it'll be so much better. It's gonna be great to see. Like I said, it's gonna be great to see the progress that I took from the live stream getting a little bit of views to live stream people actually 10, 20, 30 people in my live stream live chatting, asking me questions. It'll be so much worth it in the end. And that's the same thing for y'all life. Progressing, even if that means you have to cut some people off, it'll be so much worth it in the end, y'all. It'll be so much worth it. It'll be more worth it to go ahead and cut a friend off, even if that friend has been y'all been friends for y'all entire life, 10 plus years. It doesn't. I'm not saying that don't matter, but I'm just saying in some cases that's not always the best thing. They know you the best. Sometimes just because they know you the best, they can run over you. So you need to watch out for that. Two, it's all about progressing. And if that means cutting off a long time friend so you can progress in life doing what you want to do, that's just what it's going to have to take. Sometimes progress does take sacrifice, which means that if I want to progress and lose some weight, maybe I need to go ahead and sacrifice some donuts. If I want to progress and drink more water, I need to sacrifice some juice. If I want to progress in life, I need to sacrifice some people in my life that may be bringing me down. Progress does, if you're trying to progress in a class and you want to get your grade up, you're going to have to sacrifice some free time to study because you're going to have you progress always requires sacrifice. And it's just up to you. Are you a big enough person to sacrifice that person, that donut, that free time to study, whatever the case is? Are you that person? Are you old enough? Are you grown enough? Are you mature enough to go ahead and cut all the negativity out and, and progress? It's all in today's times. Progressing is just all that you could do. If you're not progressing, people are going to beat you down because you're not progressing. They're going to say, oh, he's not progressing, you're not doing nothing, you're not going nowhere. And then what? You have to progress, y'all. Progressing is not progressing is no longer something that you might want to do. Progressing is kind of now an, I wouldn't say a need, because you don't need to progress to breathe and but it's getting very close. You need to progress. You can't sit still. You can't get in a car and turn it on and sit there and expect to get across town. You have to you have to switch the gear, and it's time. We in that time right now in progression. It's time to switch the gear from park to drive. It ain't no time for no more switching the gear to reverse. It ain't no more let's go to reverse. It's time to full fledged drive, pedal to the metal. Let's go ahead and get this money, and let's go ahead and be better people, because that's ultimately what this whole live stream is. And I'm only going to take about 3 or 4 minutes of you guys' time because talked a lot of information to digest. But guys, remember, episode 3 is going to be titled negativity and how we were going to be able to handle it. And I'm going to be discussing some negativity that I got even on YouTube, real life, school, whatever the case may be. But like I said, progressing, it's time out for sitting in park, and it's definitely time out for going in reverse. Don't go in reverse. It's time out for going in reverse. Don't go in reverse and go back to old ways. Don't go back to old people if you know they're not good just because you missed the attention. Find somebody that's giving you attention, that's not trying to harm you. And I'm not talking about physically. I mean, if it's physically, then physically. I'm talking about physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. Stay away from that. Don't reverse. The time to reverse and the time to stay parked is done. It's time to go forward, and it's time to look for better things in life. You should look for better for yourself, because if you look at yourself as better, you won't care when people look at you as less than better or less than good or less than 10 or whatever the case may be. Like I said, it's no more. No more reverse, no more parked. Let's go. It's time to get everything, it's time. And I really feel like we're in a great position. Um, I'm getting ready to go ahead and end this live stream. Thank you for everybody who watched. Make sure. Number one, the first thing I want you guys to make sure you guys are progressing. Number two, I need you guys to make sure you guys are checking out my double upload from New Music Friday. I told you guys New Music Friday and these live streams was going to be a new thing. And last Friday, if you missed it, there was a double upload. I uploaded Gunna, Lil Baby, and Drake's song Never Recover, and I uploaded um, the stupid 6ix9ine reaction. Both of those are up on my channel right now. You guys need to check those out. It'll be those. That's the second thing. Number three, make sure your post notifications are on. If your post notifications on, you will know when I start live streaming, and you will be able to see every time I upload during the week, because I do have an upload this week where I will be giving my opinion on the Vic Mensa situation, and I will probably reacting to his freestyle, breaking it down, this, that, and the other. So make sure post notifications on. See videos. You get the notification when I'm gonna be live streaming. All that. Y'all, we're killing it. We're killing it with the views. We're going up. 11,000 plus views on a 500 subscriber channel is insane. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, but listen, like I always say, you're never alone. Private messages is always open. You can always hit me up if you need my social media. It will be in the description soon. I will be making that edit real soon. But if not, make sure you guys look at my regular videos and it will be in the intro. So make sure you guys are using that. That's there for you guys, and that's always gonna be there for you guys at 500 subscribers and at 500,000 subscribers. It's gonna be there. I'm there to help. I'm there to help as many people as needed. Remember, you're never alone. And I'm gonna go ahead and this live stream. Be ready for more videos. Be ready for New Music Friday. Be ready for the live stream next week. We'll be talking about negativity.